You can call me Mystic Mike because I predict these things.
Douglas Silva de Andrade takes on John Castaneda this Saturday at UFC Fight Night, Las Vegas. And this is a good fight at 135 pounds. Nothing really to write home about, but Douglas Silva de Andrade been in the UFC for a while now. Was on a crazy streak coming to the UFC. He's 39 years old. He will be 40 in June. So getting up there, he's 5'7", 68.5 reach, taking on John Castaneda, who is 33 in his prime, 5'6", 71-inch reach. So John Castaneda will have about a 2 to a 2.5-inch reach advantage. Douglas Silva de Andrade, just an absolute tank of a man, ripped up for pushing 40. But tough guy, just kind of wings punches, no real footwork, so to speak, just kind of lumbers in, throwing heat, and very tough guy. Again, a lot of power. Good chin, was getting hit by Miles Johns in his last fight, but never really faltered. He kind of got stumbled a few times, but dude's got a hell of a chin on him, especially at his age. Good takedown defense, jiu-jitsu black belt, so all around really good fighter, kind of rudimentary on the feet. John Castaneda, he's 21-7. Been in the UFC for a little bit now. Got some really good wins. Got like over Muin Gaffarov, Miles Johns, Eddie Wineland. So if you're choking out people like Miles Johns and beating Muin Gaffarov, like, shows a lot for you. Shows kind of the trajectory of your career and how much potential you have. But he's a southpaw, throws really good kicks, really light on his feet, moves very well side to side, switches stances, good power, decent speed, good wrestling. I believe he wrestled at University of Minnesota Mankato or something like that. Wrestled there for a little bit, dropped out to eventually pursue his career in mixed martial arts, jiu-jitsu black belt. So guy's very well-rounded, good wrestler, obviously, jiu-jitsu, good striker. Dropped Daniel Santos in their last fight with a head kick, dropped him again. I think he caught him several times in that first round. Just really kind of blew his load though in that first round. Daniel Santos came back and was able to kind of put a lot of pressure on him, push a pace on him, and eventually get the knockout by knee. But really good performance. He almost got him out of there in that first one. That would have put him on in that first round. That would have put him on like a 5-fight winning streak heading into his last fight against Daniel Marcos, who again, Daniel Marcos is very good, still undefeated. They went kind of tit for tat on the feet, and Marcos edged him. But Daniel Marcos, another one of those young up-and-coming guys, 17-0. So very good. Not a lot of shame in some of these losses. His UFC debut was against Nathaniel Wood. He took on short notice and ended up going to a decision with him. So I'm going to go with John Castaneda in this one. I just feel like he does everything better than Douglas Silva de Andrade, and he's 6-7 years younger, still in his prime. Andrade is very good, but I just feel like he's very rudimentary for John Castaneda. I feel like John Castaneda is going to be able to deal with the striking style of Andrade, where he just kind of comes in and throws heavy punches. Castaneda moves really well. He can counter very well. So I see him taking control of the striking, maybe even getting this to the ground if he wants to. He's got a really good wrestling base, shoots takedowns, usually gets his takedowns like we saw in that last fight against Kyung Ho Kang. Was able to get mix up his striking with his wrestling. So I got to go with John Castaneda. I just think that he's more well-rounded. I think he's the better striker, more technical on the feet, more finishing potential on the feet. I would say he's got kicks, he's got elbows, punches, you name it. Whereas Douglas Silva Andrade, he's got an overhand right, and that's really all that he's throwing to try and land on the feet. So I think John Castaneda gets this one done. I don't think he gets the finish. I think he'll probably get the decision. Last person that he finished was Miles John by arm triangle choke. I just don't think that he's going to get the submission over somebody as good as Douglas Silva Andrade, who's a high-level black belt. And I don't think he gets him out of there on the feet. I don't think Castaneda hits as hard as somebody like Miles Johns, who was cracking him and couldn't put him down. So I'm going to go with John Castaneda to win this one by decision. Odds have Castaneda at a -230, Douglas Silva de Andrade at a +190. So I like those I like those odds. It's hard to bet on somebody who's almost 40 years old at 135 pounds. That's a young man's weight class. You got to be able to push a high pace, move well, have a good chin. So kind of the lower the weight class is, the kind of the younger you got to be able to keep up with these younger, more athletic, more explosive guys. So I'm gonna go with John Castaneda to take this one by decision. Thanks.